Well, I just got a new tack for the bike. I'm going to see if it works. Hopefully it works. Hopefully there's no other wiring problem. And of course, we got to keep the Confederate flag on that cover, man. I love that thing. Here's my Confederate Bowie knife, D-ring. Hey, I got to find a mount for this thing too, for the knife. Well, it's still screwed up. Oh, we'll see what happens. Change this thing out. Well, there's the back of it. It's just plug-in. That's all there is to it. And I'm going to change this bulb in here because I got an LED in mine. Yeah, put the LED in mine. Well, I was taking out the other tack, and you got 3 wires that disconnect there, and then actually you're supposed to disconnect these 2 wires, you know, down here. You're supposed to disconnect them down there. What I'm going to probably do though is just cut these 2 wires here, right up here, and splice it in to the remaining wire harness, which is right here, because I don't feel like pulling all this apart. I know I already checked the wires, you know, for continuity where they're supposed to go, and I don't want to bother with it. It's not going to get, it doesn't get any moisture back here. It's all protected. Just like, I don't know why they didn't make a couple connectors right here. It's kind of weird. And I was just double checking in here. Actually, you're pretty smart to like, remember this, I wrapped it up in tape, the flasher, so it doesn't rattle around. I remember I wrapped this up in tape, so nothing shorts out against the light in the headlight. I'm probably gonna wrap this up in tape too, just to make sure that doesn't touch anything, and spray it down with some stuff. But I'm just going to disconnect it up here. It'd be a lot freaking easier instead of unbolting something, even though it's not that big of a deal. I already checked the wires for continuity, so it would be simpler just to put a couple connectors in here and just do it that way. Well, it works. It's a little bouncy, but little bouncy, but it works. Accurate enough, man. I'm not sure if that's because it's aftermarket or what, but what I'm going to do with this, I'm actually, this hole here is like a little, I'm going to put some marine grease in there too, and I'm not sure if this is, yeah, that's sealed up. I'm going to probably put some marine grease around here too, where this goes in. So I'm kind of glad I didn't change that wire, because I got this severe bend in here. And I'll just put that shit back on here. I put some stuff in there already, some weather strip adhesive on the some of the exposed contacts. And you know, honestly, what I do is I ride around in the daytime with my high beam on, if I have lights on. Usually I don't. You're supposed to, but I usually don't. Reason for that is, I don't know, if I use the lights at all, I use the high beam, and the reason for that is because if the high beam burns out, well, you still got your low beam. If your low beam burns out, it's kind of screwed up when at night, you know. So put this thing back in here. Just pop that little trim on there again. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It works. Fuck it. It works. I don't think it's as smooth as the original one. It's a custom. It's custom chrome made in Taiwan. You know, they're aftermarket. So close enough though. And I noticed it doesn't. You know why? It's a little high too. It doesn't quite sit at 0, but that's okay. It's okay. I really kind of just need it for if I'm up in the high RPMs, you know, which isn't too often, but just so I got a roundabout idea where the hell the things are, because this thing don't have a rev limiter on it. It's got the high performance ignition without the rev limiter. That's okay, that's all right. By the way, I always do too on my keys. See this zip tie, because when I have this key in the on position, I could pull it out and I could be riding down the road. Bitch can come right the hell out. Used to not be like that. The keys are worn out, so what I do is I always wrap this around there like that, so when I turn this on, it can't pull out. You see that? I got a lot of keys on there, man. It would suck if I freaking lost them. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I think it's just a little bouncy, but the reed's just a hair high. I guess you see, it's probably sitting almost at between 350 and 400 RPMs. So, you know, it might be reading like 1200 when it's doing 800, but it's all right. You know, it's okay. That'll give me a little bit extra. You know, if I'm up there at say 5,000, maybe it's, you know, maybe it's only 4,800, so that's a little safety margin, right? It's okay. Works though. Works. Wasn't bad for 62 bucks, man. Some place up in New Hampshire on eBay. So, not bad.